Playoff fever has come to upstate New York, and there's a look at Bill Stadium here at Orchard Park. Straight ahead, it's Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Cleveland Browns and the Buffalo Bills. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Mahomes now on first down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like it. I like it. I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game. And you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so. It gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw taken in by Diggs. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle. And when you don't have the track record, I think that's the exact right way to do it. Well, it's just been an aerial attack all the way downfield, and they're putting it to the defense in a big way right now. What do you think, partner? Do you now run the football? Because they're in a pretty good spot already at the outer edges of the field goal.
But, like you always tell me, you're still far enough away from the end zone that a pass could be a good option here, too.
You know, we always talk about running the ball until people take it away from you. I don't see any reason to stop throwing it until they take it away from you as well.
Well, the early returns here on the opening drive, though, solid. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And visitors, the defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start. Pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down. From the gun, Mayfield drops it off for Chubb. Touchdown! Nick Chubb from 10 yards out. And the Browns will strike first here, this wild card matchup. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they're through the end...
And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
And that should serve as a big warning to this defense. They know now that they have to stick close to these receivers because they have the ability to break games wide open after the catch, and that one wound up in the end zone.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. At their own 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They've been a come-from-behind team all year. They'll need to do it again as they trail early in this wild card. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Well, I'd have to say in that situation, they're lined up for a running play. It's only 3rd and 2. Some element of the pass, but that was really well blocked.
Probably call those gravy plays, right, if you're the offensive coordinator?
No doubt about it. All you're trying to do is get the 2-yard.
And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
Yeah, thanks for in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now Mahomes. The left side caught by Diggs. Touchdown, Bills. First to find Diggs, he can do a lot of things, CD. He can be a possession-type receiver. He can take the top off a defense, or he can do what we saw right there, make a catch, and then turn it into a big game. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And the lead is up to 5. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Second down, here's Chubb again. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 59 yards rushing for him in his first half, as he has certainly carried over his regular season success into the playoffs. Mayfield on play action. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
Mayfield off the play fake. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Mayfield on first down. That's out to Chubb, complete. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's a second down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Mayfield hands to Chubb on the draw. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On first and 10, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on first and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception. At the 20-yard line.
Two minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
again on second down. Mayfield, he'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's third down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Yeah, the Browns are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. They'll try again with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb with his second touchdown here in this first half. And once again, the Browns are back in front. McLaughlin for the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Mahomes' throw here taken in by Knox. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He's got it complete to Diggs right side. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. He's got the hook up with Diggs. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Flush to his right. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Working from the gun, Mahomes, flushed out right. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, as the first half is winding down. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is up to 5. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started as they take over here with 11 seconds remaining. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. Chubb will have the first down and much more. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. play of the half, Mayfield. Now he's flushed out right, and he'll just get rid of it. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Plenty of adjustments likely being made by both teams in their respective locker rooms. To find out who advances to the divisional round, let's get you back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to go up top again.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off around the 41. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here in the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
No gain, and it's second down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. It's Sanders. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover it for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Mahomes now on first down. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
On second and goal, Mahomes dancing to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That's a good decision there. He was looking, and he was looking, but the coverage was excellent. Nice job to get rid of it and try and find something better on third and goal. He didn't let that clock accelerate and force him into an error.
Singletary. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary. Excellent work there to get in on the touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
The touchdown, Bass to kick it away. From his end zone, it's Demetric Felton. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
The Browns drive about to get started. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They give the Chubb out of the gun, and he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in the wild card round.
First down, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find the answers, and they've got to find them quick.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run with Chubb. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great...
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Browns are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Browns 23.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
On play action, it's Mahomes. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Looking to throw again on second down. Mahomes. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on first and second downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Davis. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys in plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
On first down, Mahomes. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Eluding the pressure right. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
And finding Emmanuel Sanders here. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the...
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. The Bills on third down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now this time Mahomes will throw, and that will be incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mayfield completes to Njoku. And some room to work. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. And he's got this down to the 35.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. And finding the tight end Hooper. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Here's Baker. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
We've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Mayfield. And that is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
A bit of an opening there on the first down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Mahomes going to throw it here. And that's complete to Sanders. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. A little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Some friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
Their season ends here, a tough way to go out.
And the goal was to not just get to the wild card game, which they did, but to win it. And so now, how negative do you look at that? They got there, had an opportunity, and they have to lose games like this before they learn how to win them in later seasons.